Fnatic, Faye, Mikel, and Javi 14.
And I know you and I are both a bit surprised to not see Vulcan in the lineup, maybe saving him for the 1v1 set.
Well, no, Andrew, with Air Surfer and Adrian Piedra in,
Oh,
he's
right.
not even on the roster.
Yeah.
He's not active for today.
So that means if they take King of the Hill, it will most likely be Adrian in that final set. Very surprising.
So Razzer going, looks like, with the Minor Spear Goblins Prince deck. It's been so popular this season. Faye not going too aggressive early on, and a nice bar barrel snowball combination from Razzer.
Yeah, really nice use of those two spells.
First minute down. Just a little bit of damage in the right-hand tower of Faye, who's been so fantastic in 2v2. Overall game record between 2v2 and head-to-head play this season, 23 wins and 12 losses.
Yeah, Faye, and especially today, adding 4 more 2v2 game wins, just absolutely incredible. And I mentioned it, really not getting the credit he deserves in the 2v2 set because we've been focused on so many repeating duos, whereas Faye has been kind of the rock, and then the other part has been rotating in and out. We started, you know, it was Faye and Javi a lot of the time, and then with the addition of Yirai, you were able to put Mikel in there instead, which was one of the things. You have 3 players, and you're at a severe disadvantage.
This Minor Prince deck, the #1 deck coming into the day at 23 overall plays and a win rate just north of 55%. Prince goes towards the tower, picked up by the Ice Golem. Good job protecting Musketeer by Faye.
Yeah, the Musketeer with that DPS buff, so important to keep her healthy. Wishing that snowball probably hit those minions as well, but we'll see how Razzer recovers.
Bats up high to try to stop the bleeding, but they do escape, so now Spear Goblins have to come out in response as well. Minor opposite lane.
So a pretty well-defended push there by Razzer, despite looking like he was not going to have the elixir or the cards for it. That snowball doing the opposite of what he wants.
My gosh, snowball gets to tower, and that Prince is going to get chewed up as well. Barbarian will get one more swing, so now 18 seconds left in regulation time, and Faye has stormed back into the lead.
We've seen so many times fireballs, nados, snowballs working to their wielder's benefit, but right there we saw it turning, and that is one of the worst things that can happen with your spells.
Spear Goblins to the inside to help out. Prince does take them down, or get taken down by those.
Here's the thing, Razzer is still just barely behind based off of solely minor chip damage for the most part, even with these misplays that we've just seen. So he's not in a position to where he cannot bounce back, but he's got to tighten up his gameplay.
And the Prince does make it so that he's dealing with dual lane pressure, not where you want to be against this bridge spam deck. Minor gets on tower. Bandit gets a dash off now, 30 seconds into sudden death overtime. Razzer a little bit behind on the right-hand side and does not eat that Bandit, but a giant snowball a little late.
And Razzer not having faith in himself in that moment. He played the bats perfectly. They were just high enough, out of Princess range, gonna take care of the Bandit, and then a missed snowball comes down. Again, not the end of the world. He's still doing fine, but he's got to tighten up these mistakes.
And Faye's doing a good job of capitalizing on these moments. Not over-pressing his advantage,
wow.
but you see here, Bandit dash on the left-hand side as well. Right-hand tower down to 705. Faye starting to pour it on in both lanes.
705 on the right, 1266 on the left. Nice use of the Spear Goblins there to eat the charge.
And now we see a poison come down, and the Minor going a little bit high, not quite to the Musketeer. Prince, though, might get all the way. No. Battle Ram gets in, saves it just in time.
Yeah, and you called it. That's exactly where that Minor needed to go, was on top of that Musketeer, providing just a little bit more space for that Prince to work.
Final 85 seconds of this overtime set.
Nice snowball from Faye, taking care of those Spear Goblins. Razzer trying to repeat the same transaction and getting caught.
And one minion does escape to the left-hand side, gets that tower down to 1098. Although, minor damage right-hand lane from Razzer. We are very close in the final 60.
This is neck and neck. Minor goes in again. Fireball damage on the tower. Great value there.
Giant Snowball not going to do enough, though. That Miner does get 2 more swings on a 651. We are very, very close. The bats will be taken care of by that Ice Golem. Prince in the back on the weak-hand side. The whole battle will take place over here unless Faye decides to force Razzer into that left-hand lane.
Everything stacked up at the river. Great snowball value going in. Miner still on the tower despite the bandit coming down.
That is massive. A few big Miner hits and Prince coming down in defense. It looks like Razzer is in a good spot here. Needs to play smart defense, not give up too much value. Miner does not get picked up. It's on the tower.
Yeah, that is going to do it. One more Miner hit and we are within a poison range. So now Razzer, who struggled to stay on top, definitely fought back, but Faye